A very good Friday morning to you. We thank you so much for waking up with us and tuning in to Daily Dive. It is the first of the month, and you are taking a live look out at Jacksonville Beach, where, as you can see, there are a couple people out there. Some folks soaking up the sun already, putting their toes in the sand. But yes, we do. Again, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to break down all of the latest trending topics of the morning. So once you come on in, say what's up, say good morning, so we can make sure we give you a quick shout out. You have Susan saying good morning, hey, and then you have Carla, India, just a couple of the people that I'm seeing. Barry Smith is watching as well. So hey, we have the one and only Miss Keitha Nelson, and also the other one and only Mr. Mike Prangley coming on in to join us this morning. And I'm so excited. Mike has got his whole forecast set up and everything. I told him a quick forecast, but I feel like he's about to take over the show and do a whole 25-minute forecast, which we didn't ask for. But Mike, so we're talking about this weekend weather, and hopefully it's going to be okay, right?
It's looking good.
Brooks, this is not just okay. This is an outstanding start to May. I mean, we're talking about, you say April showers brings May flowers. We're going to take it to the next level. May flowers, heavenly hibiscus. We're going to go for the roses. It's all coming up roses, Brooks. This is going to be a great start to our new month. And after a very stormy April, we were due for a change. What do you think?
All right. Yeah, I'm digging it. I like the warm weather. So, I know a lot of people wish we kind of get out and enjoy it a little bit more. But, I mean, you have some options if you choose to, with the beach and whatnot. Now, Keitha, a lot of talk right now is talking about phase one. We know phase one is coming on Monday. And actually, I believe we have something to show you guys on the screen. Mike Pringle, are you leaving us that soon? We don't want you to leave. We want you to stick around. But I feel like you just walked. Oh, okay.
You got to keep track of him. I just had
to double check. You me nervous sometimes. So let's take one and what that truly means for us here on the First Coast. So it starts Monday. That you're going to have retail stores open. You can only have 25% of its capacity filled. Also, the elective surgeries, those can resume. Dine-in restaurants, which is a big one. The indoor seating is limited to the 25% capacity, but then outdoor seating, as long as those tables are 6 feet apart, you can get out there and enjoy that part. So let's talk about restaurants. Do you guys plan on going to restaurants? As we know, they're going to be reopening on Monday. You have some restaurants who said they're just not ready to reopen just yet, so they aren't going to. But then you do have a lot of places here on the First Coast that plan to reopen. So we're asking you guys to use the heart emoji if that's a yes, use the angry emoji if that's a no. And Keitha, I just want to know, do you plan to get out there and enjoy one of those restaurants very soon?
It depends on the restaurant. So, I love fine dining. So it really depends. I'm going to go online. I haven't been checking out who is choosing to open and who's not, but that's important. I'm going to look and see, because right now, as you just mentioned there, it's 25% capacity. So when you picture that, it's a pretty open space, empty space. And ideally for me, because I don't really like a lot of people crowding me anyway. So, if a restaurant is spaced out well, we're still practicing the social distancing rules, and they're being extra cautious, extra clean. It kind of is incentive for me to actually go out there. I know I was apprehensive about the beach going out there when that reopened, but this is a little different for me. When it comes to restaurants, because again, they're going to be even more cleanly than they normally are. And practicing social distancing, if they are doing that as they're supposed to be, and only at 25% capacity, that makes me feel comfortable with going there. Plus, it's really about supporting local, because there are so many local restaurant owners that are suffering right now. Their bills are still coming in. They still have to pay those bills, but the money's not pouring in like it used to. So if we can help in any way, I'm for it.
That is true. Mike Prangley, do you have a favorite restaurant that you hope to go to, soon and very soon?
Yeah. In fact, last night I went to Taps on 210, and they're open. And you don't know how good it felt just to walk into that restaurant. And what they let folks do is we ordered our food inside and some drinks and beverages. And then we took them outside into the parking lot where we felt safe and we could safely distance, and opened up the trunk, and we had a little tailgate out there. And that's what I'm ready to do. I'm ready to do more of that, where I go to the business, like Back 40 is another one of my spots that's opening Monday. I'm going to go get the family some food, and we can eat outside. I think they're setting up some tables outside, apart from other tables, at least 6 feet away. And yeah, I'm ready to do something like that. But as far as sitting inside or dining in, not quite there yet, but I can tell you we're getting closer. I can be patient a few more weeks.
Yeah,
I want to mention this because Mike just made me think about that as he mentioned how excited he is about going there. I'm thinking about my main concern, apprehension is the lines to get inside, right? You have a lot of people that are very excited about getting back to restaurants. So that is a concern right now, is the crowding to actually get into the restaurant or even to sit on their patio, whatever the case may be. So that should be a little interesting. If I feel like there's a line forming or a crowd, I'm not going.
Right. Like, I'm good. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see, kind of what happens with that. You guys are chiming in about this. Mike saying, not a chance. I'll just continue to order out if I eat out. But you have Gary that says, can't wait. And for those who think it's too early, they can stay home. That's right, Gary. You feel like it's too early, you can always just stay home. But there are some people who are ready to kind of just get back into the swing of things. So, hey, just be safe if you choose to do that. And Jason says, I'm excited for Metro to open back up. Metro Diner, man.
Oh, Metro was kind of that in my life.
Hey, Brooks is a Metro Diner guy, so Brooks, I'll take you out to breakfast when they reopen. I'm not sure if we're going to go.
Oh, will you?
Yeah, but I'm not sure we'll go until, you think we can go in early June by then? That'd give us 4 more weeks. What do you think?
Well, as long as you're treating, you just tell me when and I'll be there. As long as you're treating. Now, if you're not treating, then let's wait till next year. But if you're treating, I think we can make this happen.
It's on me. And Keith, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, so some of the other stores that people are talking about that are going to be open, I just want to give you guys kind of a quick mention of what they're doing. Best Buy and places like Starbucks. So Best Buy says it's going to open its locations for people who make appointments for in-store consultations to buy appliances and electronics. Now, employees are going to be required to wear masks and gloves, and they have to have their temperature checked before they could even come in and take part in their shift. Now, Starbucks, on the other hand, they hope to have 90% of their stores back open by early June with modified service, and the company plans to reopen 30 stores as a trial with no seating inside, with other stores to follow suit, or I should say with seating inside, and then they're going to see kind of how that goes before they allow those other stores to follow suit. Now,
you know what I was just thinking? Well, all these temperature checks at different stores, businesses.
Right.
Now's a good time for nurses to make some extra cash. I mean, not the ones that are just slammed. Things are slowing down here in Jacksonville, by the way, when it comes to our COVID cases. So for those, nurses want to make some extra cash, now's the time. They can go to these businesses. Hey, you need someone to check the temperature of XYZ. I'm just thinking about
Keith, I got a thermometer.
Hustlers.
I could help.
Well, I don't know about you, Mike.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be a bad. No, right? No. That wouldn't be a bad little side hustle. You know what I mean? Hold on. I just saw a comment. Pop that one back up.
Don said, "Nope, too early."
So somebody said, "Oh yeah, maybe to avoid lines outside, they could make it reservations only." That would be smart.
That's a good idea, Melissa.
I wonder if restaurants would end up doing that. Now, I think they probably take the risk of what happens when somebody doesn't show up for the reservation. They only have limited seating anyway,
well,
so they're thinking,
you can't make a reservation without your credit card, and we charge you otherwise. There's ways to get around that.
No, that would be smart, and that's one way to do it. Lisa's saying nope, because even before this, I rarely went out to eat. I meal prep. It's the healthier option.
Oh, good for you.
Then
I can't
Tracy
get my life
says,
together
I wish
like
we
that.
could let our guard down and enjoy a meal at our favorite restaurant, but for now, still, it's just going to support them by ordering takeout. Yeah, I understand. So, guys,
don't do it.
Don't do it. I went to the store yesterday. I had my mask on. I went to the store yesterday trying to find some Lysol that I still have not been able to find. So this morning, if you guys were watching GMJ, I reported during the buzz that experts say we may not be able to see cleaning supplies return to shelves. I'm talking about like some of those sanitizing wipes and Lysol until the end of July.
Yeah.
Goodness.
That's true.
The end of July, people.
Quick pro tip.
Brooks,
try places like Home Depot and Lowe's. Don't go to the traditional places for your
Brooks, you just have to have the right timing. So my wife happened to be at the store, at the neighborhood Walmart, as they had new boxes coming in. She unpacked the boxes. So that's the story I'm hearing around town. You just have to be lucky at this point, but I don't think
I know you got to catch it at the right time.
Yeah.
Well, but here's why they said demand for cleaning products jumped more than 200% in March and April. Obviously, with everybody trying to fight the germs and whatnot to ensure they don't, pick up COVID and disinfect everything. But it may take the supply chains all summer to catch up. And experts say a lot of the chemicals needed to make them actually come from China. So that makes sense.
Of course it does.
So luckily, a lot of the factories are now starting to get, up and running again, but still it may be a little while before you guys get it. So if you see it, luckily they have limits on everything. So you don't have to worry about people picking up 15 packs
hoarding,
of Lysol and hoarding everything.
It.
But, if you see it, you may want to get it if you can, just to keep some things going. Now, another story we have got to jump into. I keep losing my lineup, people. What in the world? It's Friday, so it doesn't even matter. So speaking of masks, had my mask on yesterday. And if y'all have iPhones, right? Mike, you have an iPhone, you have an Android.
Yeah, I've got
I
my
can't
iPhone.
remember. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was just teasing you. I just wanted to see you if you want to say something. Keith has the iPhone. So if you have ever been out in the store and you're trying to open your phone, unlock it with the Face ID, and you have a mask on, it's impossible because it doesn't recognize your face. So Apple is trying to work on a feature that's going to help you out just a little bit. Now, I'm going to put it out there. It's not really a fun feature. I was thinking they were going to have some way where to let you kind of read through your mask or something like that. Yeah, that's not happening. I got to give you these details though. So basically the company is going to allow you to be able to swipe up. So it slows down the delay of you trying to put the code in and it trying to recognize your face. Because right now, if you hold the phone up to your face and you have a mask on, it takes you like 2 or 3 tries before it gives you the pin pad for you to actually type in the code. So now it's basically just going to delay or prohibit the phone from delaying that process for you so you can actually get through to your phone. So I was expecting Apple to probably step it up a little bit.
Listening to all this. I'm getting a headache.
Yeah, I'm thinking Apple was going to break out this new feature where it was going to allow it to see through our mask or something. And I got all excited. And then I said, well, maybe that wasn't the feature I was looking for.
But it's still good what they're doing, though, because it's annoying to have to sit there and wait for it to load. So,
But maybe to Apple, they say we won't be in these masks for forever. So they figure, hey, what's the point of putting all that money in, to build this other feature when you can probably just keep it kind of simple. So IDK.
Unless you're in certain places like, New York, I'd be concerned there because you're going to deal with that for a while.
Allison says
cleaning
supplies are not available. So how were the restaurants clean? Now,
that's not, it's hard to find, but it's possible to find. And some of them have cleaning supplies they've been holding on to before all of this.
And you got to think about that. That's a great point, Keith. That some of them have had this stuff before, and they're probably stocked up, a month or two worth of things anyway, or they should be, right? And so they haven't had to use it anyway, at least for the past month. So many of them probably still have cleaning supplies anyway. But that is a good question.
My point, Brooks, is before all this happened, I wiped down the table anyway with my own wipes. So I'll be taking my own wipes. There's no way I'm going to.
That is so true. Mike Franklin used to always wipe down our desks.
Yeah. Did he really? Oh yeah, the desk.
Mike would always walk around with this big tube of Lysol, especially during flu season. He'd wipe down everything.
I've been in pandemic mode since I was a little boy. I wipe everything down.
Miss you, Mike.
That's how I
listen. We'll walk in the studio. We're in there choking and coughing because Mike sprayed so much Lysol in there. We can't even breathe. Trying to get through the newscast and whatnot. But he kept that place clean. I tell you.
I know you do.
Somebody's saying thought Monday was just outside dining. Has that changed? No, it's not just outside dining. You can eat inside and outside, but only inside. They can only have it to a 25% capacity.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. So
and outside, you still have to do that 6 feet apart rule as well.
Yep.
I felt comfortable outside last night. It was good.
So you still have options there. So y'all, we're just about out of time, but I've got to show you this last story. We know it's been kind of rough for the class of 2020. They have been feeling the struggle. Some of them won't have an opportunity to celebrate their traditional graduation ceremony. A lot of them haven't been able to celebrate prom. But check out these 2 local sisters who decided they were going to still get ready for prom, and they were going to take some prom photos. So this is a YouTuber who, if you've watched GMJ, we featured her a couple of maybe like 2 years ago, where she was one of our social media influencers, and that's what she does full time. And she's a YouTuber, and she posted this video and reached out to me, and I saw it, and I said, oh my gosh. So Jaden Ashley is her name. Her younger sister, Kayla, who happens to be in the blue dress, her prom was canceled due to the coronavirus, but Jaden still wanted her sister to have an experience. So here's what they did. They got all dressed up. They took them some photos, and it's apparent they did not miss a beat. Jaden says she's pretty sure she enjoyed this more than her sister. But she really just wanted to give her little sister a chance to experience something that a lot of the class of 2020 may not be able to experience. So if you guys see the picture, they did a full 15, 20-minute video just kind of like showing them getting ready, because they said that's the best part about prom. It's not prom, it's about getting ready. I'm like, oh, I don't know about that. I kind of enjoy prom.
Looking at this, that's Oakleaf.
That is Oakleaf. It sure is. It's in Oakleaf. That's the plantation main building.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
Brooks, I say we show as many graduates on TV as we can. That's what we should do. Push for some more pictures, because I was walking around the neighborhood with the dogs just a few minutes ago, and there's a lot of signs that say congratulations 2020 grads.
Yeah,
so
that's
I
nice
say we
to
just
see.
feature as many as we can.
You're seeing so many yard signs. I think one thing about it, we all can say that we feel for this class, because I think the kids would have rather their first part of the year be ruined than the second part, because the second part is when everything happens. You know, the first part,
the fun time,
the learning. Yeah, that's like, all right, whatever. We're just getting through it. That second part of the year is when the fun really starts to happen. So for that to kind of be stripped from them, I know that has not been easy, but a lot of them are making the best of it. Some of them are just like, hey, just give me my diploma. I'm over it. Just do what
Brooks,
you gotta do.
we focus a lot on restaurants, but didn't talk about retail much. I mean, are folks going to go to the store? Some of us are like addicted to shopping. We've been doing it online. I've been doing a lot of Amazon, but I don't know. I wonder if folks are going to go to the stores and retail. What about you? You don't do Amazon?
No, I got to tell you, I've been messing up with Amazon. I'm usually good with not spending my money online and everything. And I was so excited because I said, I'm going to save so much money being stuck here in the house. So I don't have to worry about, doing any of this online shopping and everything like that. I ordered one item. And now one item has turned into Now one item has turned into 10 items. 10 items has turned into 15 items.
Yeah.
So now I'm regretting it.
Yeah, we're getting all these packages, man. It's been crazy, Brooks. They multiply like rabbits. I mean, it's like rabbits. So they're everywhere. So I'm ready to go. I'm taking my girls to Hobby Lobby this weekend. We're going to Hobby Lobby. And we're going to get out of the house.
You went Hobby Lobby, Mike.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Hobby Lobby. I don't think I've been there in a long time.
You need to check it out. They got the motivational sayings. They got some stuff you would like.
Oh, okay. I have to go check that out. So are y'all planning on going to retail stores? For those of you who may be watching, we're seeing
Jennifer
what you're saying
says
about
no.
restaurants.
Jennifer says she's going to wait a few weeks to see how this works out. Yeah. Let everyone else be the guinea pigs, Jennifer, and see what
I'm the guinea pig.
I understand.
Here's the thing about retail stores. I feel like if you have your mask on and they can only have up to 25% of their stores filled, so they're going to have a limited amount of people. And the place that comes to mind are bigger stores. Like I'm thinking like a place like Dillard's or something. That's just a place that's just come to mind. If I'm out there, it's so spaced out anyway. If that's 25%, now granted, that probably is a larger 25% than if I go somewhere like Ross or TJ Maxx. But at the same time, I still feel you may have enough space in between people, practice social distancing, keep your mask on, do what you got to do.
And gloves as well, because when you think about the whole issue with the virus sitting on surfaces, everyone's touching the same thing. So that's something as well.
Yeah, good point.
Well, that's true.
Tangy said, heck no.
I wonder, does that mean you have to now wash all your clothes when you get them? When you first purchase them from the store?
Michelle has a good point. I'm waiting 14 days.
Hey, okay. Michelle, what's up?
That takes us to mid-May. That's about right. I like that.
14 days. I think I'll be back out in the stores in another 30 days. If I have to go make a quick run, I'm not going out to the store to just sit around and walk around. I don't have time for that. If I'm going out there,
you have plenty of time. Stop it.
Well, look, I'm going with a purpose. Okay, that's what we need to do. Still go out there with a purpose. Don't go out there just to do too much for no reason, people. If you don't have to be out there, try not to be. It's just no, I'm good. So we have come to the end, y'all. It is Friday. Again, it is the first of the month. Here are the results from our poll. This is what we ask you guys. Will you dine in at restaurants in Florida, which we know are kicking open on Monday? 74 of you guys say yes. 86 of you say no. 86
that's
of
pretty
you
close.
Say no.
74-26.
Pretty close.
No, not 26. 74, 86.
And 86. 86.
Oh,
yeah, say no.
close.
Yeah, 86.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're actually really, 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 really close. Tangi saying I'm waiting for 30 days. Yeah, we'll kind of have to see how things go. But
We're
if you
getting
guys
there.
do
We're
plan
getting
to
there.
go
Mike,
out there,
I'm so proud of you for staying here the entire show.
me too.
Actually, Brooks kept my attention for once.
Oh, you know what, Mike Brigler, I'm not about to do this with you. Nubia, thank you so much for watching all the way from Costa Rica. That's what I'm
Hey,
talking
Ontario
about.
kid. Hey, Brooks, Mike Kemp from Washington, D.C., our
Yeah.
old director.
Yeah.
Where
is he at? Do you see him on here?
He was on earlier. Or maybe he just texted me. I don't know what's going on. I'm getting used to this.
I thought you saw him. Yo, Mike is so random. I don't know what happens sometimes. Anyway, you can always join us here on Daily Dive Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at 8 o'clock. We're always breaking down the latest trending topics of the morning. Please have a very safe weekend. Keitha and Mike, thank you so much for being here. Practice social distancing. If you go out to the beach, practice social distancing. If you go out to somewhere, practice social distancing and wash those hands. So at the end of the day, just practice social distancing, wash those hands, and we'll be safe. And until next Wednesday.
For Brooks and Keitha, I'm Mike Prangley. Have a great day. Enjoy that weather.
Y'all,
Wrap
goodbye.
it up,
we'll see you
take it
next
over.
time. I'm so tired of him. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Have a good